flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same, things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked, can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that can do what I does. Wait, need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's both to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask.
Today, from Bank of America Stadium in Charlotte, North Carolina, it's Week 6 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Carolina Panthers taking on Mitchell Trubisky and the Chicago Bears.
Just a spectacular afternoon for football here. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Taking it about the 1. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now here comes Teddy Bridgewater, first-round pick back in 2014 as he looks to command this Panther offense.
And I'll bet right now just one thought in his mind.
Win the game.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
And he'll get this one up to the 26.
Number 22, Christian.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
On the tackle.
The numbers for McCaffrey last week. 11 carries, 57 yards, and a touchdown as well.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that.
And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. It's the former Tar Heel back here in Carolina, Robert Quinn, has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I'm going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. That's complete to Trenton Cannon, the running back.
Bridgewater's pass.
And he'll be a couple yards shy of the 20 at the 18. It's a gain of 6, but not enough, as he'll be forced to punt on their first drive of the game.
There's an example of good situational football being played by a defense. They understood where the 3rd down play was, the down and distance, and made sure that they didn't get anywhere near that, bringing up 4th down.
Yeah, they were sniffing out that marker, didn't want to let him get close to there, and now a likely 3 and out to start.
Yeah, I love the way they rallied to the football, got to him, and made sure he didn't give up much run after catch.
So here now the Bears offense for their first drive of the game. Leading them out, their quarterback in his 4th season from North Carolina, it's Mitchell Trubisky.
And his stat line last week, that's not going to get him to the Pro Bowl. All right, no touchdowns, no interceptions, but they won. And so the bottom line for him is team won, managed the game effectively, led them to victory. He's doing all the right things.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Now the 2nd down throw on target. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. They'll run it. Here's Montgomery. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a fourth down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
4-yard line.
That is how you flip field position. That's an absolute bomb of a punt. Downs it inside the 5-yard line. Absolutely ideal.
From that position, you're hoping to get it down inside the 15, inside the 5. Superb. Back near the goal line, Bridgewater. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Bridgewater.
And he'll get it up here this time to the 21. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
Big Eddie Goldman there on the tackle.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. They face a 3rd and 4 after that last completion gets them 6. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Robert Quinn in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
Well, someone's closing in on the league lead in sacks. He came into the game in the top 5. Now you add 2 more to his total.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. We'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Bears take over. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. The crowd may be losing just a little bit of the edge after back-to-back punts.
They want some big plays. They want to see some offense. They want to see somebody break away, whether it's through the air or on the ground. Now it'll be interesting to see where the patience is on both sides. Each head coach, can you hang in there and not try and force something that could put your team in some jeopardy?
They'll roll him out right. All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down.
K1 short on the stop. It's a gain of a yard.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. Open man is Miller. He's got it.
Trubisky's.
And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Bears first down.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Jimmy Graham. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down now. It's Montgomery. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3.
But when you go from 2nd and 4 to 3rd and 3, that just tells you who won that battle on the last play, huh?
Yeah, 1st round went to the offense, 2nd round the defense. Trubisky now to throw on 3rd down. And he's got Miller. And now Miller hit, and he fumbles. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. Bridgewater going to lead the Panthers up here 1st and 10 at their own 26. Bridgewater now after the fumble recovery. And this will be incomplete.
Bridgewater's
once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10.
It's now 2nd and 10.
From the gun, Bridgewater. He'll get this to McCaffrey out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 25 yards there on the catch and run. So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 20-yard line.
One of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
And 6 at the Bears' 16-yard line.
And his throw's going to be incomplete. 7th play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6.
Coverage on the play by Kyle Fuller.
Bridgewater again. Got his target, Samuel. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Curtis Samuel, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead. And this is a crew that come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. You're in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. Get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? The 2nd down attempt there, knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
And 10 yards to go.
Finding Gabriel, complete. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown, Chicago. Taylor Gabriel, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
It's up and good, and we're tied at 7 here in quarter number 2. So a 75-yard scoring drive on just 3 plays. And it culminates in a touchdown for Chicago. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
Carolina getting set to take the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down in those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now a draw play to McCaffrey. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
McCaffrey, the ball carrier.
Eddie Goldman on the tackle, a huge man, hard to move out of the way. He's in his 6th year with the Bears out of Florida State.
44-yard line.
From the 44, Bridgewater. That's to McCaffrey, complete.
Bridgewater's back.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Third catch of this first half for him, and this one is a first down.
47-yard line.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. The ball's out. McCaffrey lost it. And this is picked up by the Bears. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Recovered by Chicago.
Some guys just have a knack for creating turnovers. He's got a little bit of that going. He forced a fumble last week, another one there.
And it just drives teams crazy because they realize that certain guys, as you said,
the fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Bridgewater to throw it. He'll get this underneath to McCaffrey. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Bridgewater going to get it out quickly to Moore. Takes this to the 32, maybe the 31. Defensively rallying to the ball after the nice move.
Brings up 3rd and 6.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater completes it to Samuel. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The connection there, Bridgewater to Samuel for a Panther first down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. Roquan Smith, the Bears' leading tackler last season, makes the stop. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1.
Brings up 3rd.
Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. Well, that's a tough, costly penalty because now it makes it 3rd and 6 after the false start. To throw is Bridgewater. Gets it to his running back, Cannon. No gain at all on the play there, and that'll bring up 4th down. Now, they couldn't get anything going there out on the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll set up to throw. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
Trubisky
5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 29-yard line.
Now Trubisky going to give this to Montgomery, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
By Shaq Thompson. A 3-yard gain on the play.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen, and he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Now we're going to get a stoppage. Appears to be an injured Bear on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. And he'll muscle his way up to the 43 for a pickup of right around 5.
43-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up second
and 5 now. Trubisky, and he finds his tight end, Graham.
Trubisky's pass.
So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 47.
First down, Chicago.
On the carry, it's Montgomery. And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Jeremy Chin there defensively. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Pass from Trubisky taken in by Gabriel. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Carrier. He's taken down at the 33-yard line. A gain of 4 yards.
For 2 minutes remaining in the first half, 10-7 our score. I will remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first.
And the Bears first down.
From the red zone now, here's Trubisky on 1st down. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet.
Trubisky's pass.
7 yards, the pickup there. Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. Flushed out right. He won't go down. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. What a stand this would be if they can get the stop here, 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen, and he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Bears. Tariq Cohen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have retaken the lead. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score.
CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the 2nd half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Brings up 3rd down and 3 yards to go.
3rd and short yardage, Bridgewater. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Panthers going to use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Panthers got to go quickly. They're moving with a sense of urgency right now. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. They'll throw again, Bridgewater. And he's got his target. That's more. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
Carolina Panther.
We have him. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it.
Bears 14.
Set to resume. Here we go with the second half. The Bears holding the lead and ready to receive the kick. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They were winners a week ago over the Bucs. They lead here as well as they come up on first down. Third quarter starting with a run from Montgomery. And he'll take this one up close to the 25-yard line.
Bears ball carrier.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
A gain of 2. Brings up second and 8 at the 25.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. That's complete to Mooney. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Looking to throw, Trubisky on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. He was looking for his rookie Cole Kmet that time. But it's going to be second down.
It's second down and 10.
Here's Trubisky to throw. Rolling to his right. Now he'll pull it down. The escapability in evidence there as that one good for 15 and a first.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the third one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
First down, a run with Cohen. The linebacker, Preston Brown, brings him down. Here's second and 9, just a yard on that last run.
1 yard gain. Brings
now Trubisky to throw. And this will be caught by Mooney. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 25-yard line. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
A little second effort there on the strong run. And then drop just inside of the 20. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a second and 3.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
At the 9-yard line.
Oh, how about this on first and goal? And the Bears are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal.
Brings up second and goal.
They'll run for it with Montgomery. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. Third and goal now, mere inches from Pater. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears will add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line.
Let's take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Panthers offense now, they head back on the field for their first possession of the second half. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. The sack there by Roquan Smith.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
Now the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And this effort will not get it done. He stopped well short of the first down at the 29.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a first down.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. And this offense led by Mitchell Trubisky going to make their way back out there. How do you break down his game so far? Just the one touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't. Not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. Back to the ground, this time Montgomery. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Throwing here, Trubisky. And he finds Montgomery complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds.
A short game that doesn't get him the first down brings up a 4th down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And the fair catch is made at about the 27-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10. Here's the Carolina offense as they get ready to take over here. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field in this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, there's got to be casualties at times. We're trying to win a game.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Harris on the stop. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Past the 20. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. The mistakes continuing to pile up, and it looked like they were going to be able to eat into that deficit. Instead, now the deficit is even larger.
Yeah, they were on a march with a chance to get back within a score, but now that deficit continues to grow.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Carolina offense about ready to go. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
And he's across the 40, 3 extra yards to the 43. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up
out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he's unable to haul it in, so it falls incomplete over the middle 3rd of the field, and that brings up 4th. Well, the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively. And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked out and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Bears offense led by Mitch Trubisky heading back out there. He's been pretty solid, pretty consistent, just the 1 touchdown pass, but I think he's managed the game well, no?
I would agree with you, and that's what you're looking for out of your field leader, making sure that you're playing well and not making any big mistakes. Oftentimes, that's how you're judged. How big a mistake and when it occurs. No interception so far. They'll like that.
I just want you to know that you agreeing with me, that's going to get me through this 3rd and 4th quarter. Are you touched? He's patting his heart, boys and girls. He's touched.
Respect.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, it looks like, right at the 15. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
He's brought down at the 15-yard line. A gain of 7. 1st down, Chicago.
On the ground, it's Montgomery. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now it's Trubisky. Sliding out of the pocket. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Brian Burns. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6.
3rd down. 3rd and 8.
On 3rd down, they go Montgomery. And they're going to get him down well short of the 1st as he can only get this to about the 19. Call it a gain of 3, and it'll bring up 4th down.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
44-yard punt, return of 9. And out will come the offense as they take over. Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10 at their own 44. He'll look to throw right away. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Nice way to start the drive. A gain of 12 and a first down. Decent start to the drive. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. The 30, 20. And they bring this one back. A fumble return for a Bears touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I know that in a great play for that defensive unit. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23. Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field. So, Charles, there are the numbers. What's happened here? Defensive adjustments that's caused him to sort of fall off a bit?
I think so. That has to happen. You've got to make some changes because in the first half, they were pretty effective. But the second part is sometimes when you're doing really well, you get off your game a little bit. You get off the gas a little. You're like, okay, we've got this thing. And that's not necessarily the case. Maybe right now, someone just needs to tell a joke in the huddle, loosen things up, and get their big guy going again.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
Not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. Bridgewater throwing complete here to Moore. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 36. That's good for a Carolina first. Bridgewater to Moore.
36-yard line.
And again, it's Bridgewater. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. 2nd and 10. At the
Bridgewater again. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. To the air again with Bridgewater. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Jalen Johnson on the coverage.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So the defense has to stay out and get one more stop. They were able to do it, forcing the incompletion.
So on their record, that goes down as a successful play. It doesn't matter how they got there, how it happened. They got it done. They're the ones that are jubilant.
And he's across the 43 extra yards to the 43. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd.
They'll keep pounding here with Montgomery. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
He's brought
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
It's 2nd and 8 at the 50.
On second down, it's Montgomery. They follow up the gain of 2 with a gain of 1 that time. The Bears on third down. They've converted 7 times and could use another right now. This is 3rd and 7. And that play goes nowhere. Taken down, losing yardage at the 50, right at midfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to make it 4th down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
And this will leave them a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
Looking to throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Bridgewater now. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived. And I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. To throw is Bridgewater. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
He's going to let it fly. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll keep it on the ground. Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down.
Third down.
Now Trubisky. And he's got Miller. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
8-yard line.
They'll run with Montgomery. And the Bears are going to have it 1st and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
The tackle made at the 3-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and goal.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Bears, their strong start to the year